Yo, I'm Caleb Stonewall. I gathered you all for a simple reason. You'll be fighting Inazuma National.
What? A match against Inazuma National? Why put us up against each other?
Unfortunately, this is a direct request from Coach Black. You will be playing against Inazuma National. Understood. We'll train them good. Wrong. Huh? This training regimen is not enough. I want them pushed to their limits. What do you mean, Mr. Dark? No, Coach Black. Crush them. Destroy them. It won't matter if they are ruined for good.
We have to crush Inazuma National. Understood. We'll make you proud, Coach.
I'm counting on you. My team is Resistance National.
エピソード5来訪者 VS ウズベキスタン代表ストームウルフ
It's time for the meeting already. These coaches sure are taking their time. Hey Sky, we still don't know who's in the finals yet. We'll know tomorrow morning after the semi-final between the UAE and Uzbekistan. And I mean, I don't know if you're watching the opening chapter card, but we kind of already know which of those two it's gonna be, but it doesn't matter who we're against. I'll just steal the ball and pass it to everyone. One more game to win, and we could represent Asia against the world. Honestly, I didn't think we'd even...
It feels really good to win. The more I play football, the better it gets. I too wish to win the final.
Trina? You all did your best. I did too. I felt all that practice paid off. It'll surely pay off in the finals when we represent Asia. You know the other team in the finals will be representing Asia as well, right? As for me, I ain't gonna let a single ball go anywhere near my net.
Of course the keeper would say that.
What?
I don't understand. Why is Rick being so hard on Terry?
Now's not the time for you to worry about the others.
What do you mean?
It's good that you're all enjoying football now. But when you try to rush your way to the top, you tend to crash into many walls. It's too dangerous.
Victor, didn't you go through the same? But you overcame it, right?
I have a friend who was once my enemy. I owe it to him for making me overcome my past self.
Friends who were enemies before. How'd you get such a good bond later on?
It's an unbreakable bond.
I wonder why that guy wasn't chosen for Inazuma National.
Who knows?
Yeah, why wasn't he? I'd really like him on there. I see everyone has gathered up together. I have a change of plans for the afternoon. We'll hold a practice match.
Practice match? Against who?
You'll know when you get there. Come to the Yachtport pitch.
Davaro, a practice match at a time like this? Arian, it's time to go. Yeah? Ricardo, what do you mean at a time like this? We don't even know who we're taking on yet out of Uzbekistan and the United Arab Emirates. We'll stick to the UAE from now on because, I mean, spoilers, we're not going to be playing against the UAE because, once again, the title chapter card made it quite clear that we'll be facing Uzbekistan in the finals to represent Asia, just as they also represent Asia, but that is another brand new country. Both Uzbekistan and the UAE have never been repped in Inazuma before. I'm going to skip this conversation because it's weird and probably only makes sense in its native language, but Yeah, that's an interesting final, but for now we've got a practice match, and I don't know what Ricardo's on about with, why, Davide, why now? Why wouldn't we want a practice match in the days leading up to the final? Let's not take victory for granted, but yeah, this chapter starts off pretty heavily. we can just go and do the practice match right away. If you are hoping to get any more experience points or extra recruits, go do it now, because we have all of the about 20 seconds it takes to get to the yacht port, less than that even, before we'll be face to face with our next battle. 3 straight episodes of story matches, huh? You're getting lucky here. Put this football out of the way, because we need to see who we're actually playing against.
Welcome. The opposing team will arrive shortly.
Yes, sir.
A practice match? Sounds fun. We're really getting better at this.
Right, and this is a good chance to test our abilities.
When it comes to training teams, it's better to train with a challenging partner to match your skills. Who's going to be our training partners then?
That's going to be...
Ah, he's here! It's time for fanboy mode! Bailong! And everybody else! Yeah, like, there's some pretty important players behind him, but hello, Bailong, it's good to see you!
They will be your opponent for this match.
What?
These guys are Resistance National, and I'm their coach, Caleb Stonewall.
Resistance National?
It's been quite some time, Victor. It appears we get to face each other again in the field of battle.
Dodge, what in the world?
We came here today to crush you.
Huh? Crush us?
We'll start the match as soon as possible. Talk to me when you're ready to begin.
But we will, Caleb. It's good to see you as well. He's actually doing something with his life instead of just wearing one of the world's worst a grown-up Inazuma character costumes ever. He's at least got his hoodie on now. But like, Quentin Cinquedea's here, one of the best goalkeepers in the country, and like the final boss of the first game, and he's just glossed over. This is a heck of a team. Dodge is going to be taking part. We've got one of my favourites over here in Nord Snow.
I don't care if it's an official rule. Not being able to use fighting spirits is so boring.
Nord, why? Why'd you have to say that? I pick you up as one of my favourites, and then he goes straight in favour of bringing fighting spirits back. They, of course, won't be using them against us, but even Davy Jones is here, and does Harry Houdini. Like, we've got Will-o'-the-Wisp shot to deal with. Love to see Laurel, of course. He's sorry that we're going to be going all out. This is not a member of Resistance National, but I mean, I'd still take him for Inazuma National. I would really like some reserves. I think even the players around the world might have something new to say as they turn up. But let's just speak to Caleb and meet the rest of this team properly, because it's a bit of an all-star lineup. We, of course, had like Neo National in the 3rd game and 3rd season to try and take our place as the national representatives. They haven't said anything to the sort here, but I mean, they're definitely the equivalent team, and they look even stronger. Like, we've gone from just Dave Quagmire to now, oh, we've got a Bailong and the best goalkeeper in the world. I mean, I'm not going to say that Terry's the best, is he?
Powerful players were gathered from many different teams. Most were the strikers for their respective teams.
So in other words, a hyper-offensive opponent team.
I think this team is unbalanced. The excess of strikers offers no teamwork. This could play to our advantage.
But they just said they'll crush us.
Right.
Is Bailong making you worry?
Weren't you told about the game in advance? Huh? Who's this guy?
That's what I said. It's not like we're getting used to each other. No time to chat. The game is starting. Let's go.
It's the first we're really seeing from Victor in the story so far. Good for you.
What did you mean when you said you'll crush us, Bailong? You'll see.
Everyone, the world's within our reach. We'll win this today and set our sights on the world.
Especially the United Arab Emirates that are definitely going to be there in the final. I get the sense this might be the biggest challenge to date, and this is coming from someone who lost to the Muay Tigers. Caleb Stonewall as a coach, cooperating with Coach Black is really interesting because, I mean, we already had Royal Academy under the command of Jude. What does this say about Mr. Dark? I mean, Coach Black. Even Caleb said that in the start of this episode. So there, of course, is Quentin Cinquedea. He's not quite as good without his fighting spirit, of course, but he's still got a catch stat of 202. So he's probably fine. Two of the actual defenders on the team that we didn't meet were this guy from Alpine and this guy from Dragon Link. But other than that, pretty much everyone else on this team is a forward. We've got Laurel, who's the midfielder of Kirkwood, so it's good to see him again. He's even taken Zigzag out of Arian's moveset. But like, Cronus is just getting sidelined again. Mount Olympus can't help themselves. He didn't even get to be in the intro scene, and now he's in the least important part of the formation, alongside his equivalent Jimmy Kirk from Milky Way. That's just... If I were Cronus, I just wouldn't have even turned up. But we've got Nord Snow, who of course I'm really happy to see again. Davy Jones is going to take the front line. I think it's especially interesting that Dodge is actually playing as a forward for them. Because if you were playing against these guys in Go 1, he'd probably be one of the least threatening opponents, because he's the only guy here who doesn't have a fighting spirit. But when you take that away, I guess he's the most used to playing without them. And he's still got a kick stat of 195, so I guess he makes sense up there. But of course, right in the centre of the formation, Coupe d'Etat with 240 kick is gonna be Bailong. Hello dear, it's good to see you again. You've brought White Hurricane with you under the coaching of Caleb Stonewall. What are we gonna do here? There's only one way to find out. Just here at our own home ground. Yeah, they're not trying to take our place on the team, at least. That's what we've got to remind ourselves of. It's a practice match.
First up is Inazuma National. Here we go, the kickoff.
Yes, we'll definitely get to take the kickoff, because that's how it works in Inazuma 11 Go story matches. Oh, whoops.
Let's go, Frank. Pass me the ball.
There's the Bay Laurel coming in.
What? That was fast.
What's wrong? Now's not the time to flinch.
I can't believe this. I'll go get it back.
Jimmy Kirk getting involved. Well done. You didn't have that in your level up moveset, Bailong. A sneaky cutscene only warp step.
Drat! These guys are really in sync.
There's no time to read their movements.
I never realised how unbalanced this team is, man.
That's what we're dealing with, huh? Let's go!
Bailong's in full power. I wouldn't mess.
Take this, White Hurricane!
Oh, let's just soak it in. It's good to see it.
White Hurricane!
Good luck with that one, Terry.
Not a chance. I'm blocking this. This ain't over yet.
It's actually not. Snowstorm Leopard was not a shot chain before this game, but they made it one so that it could do this to poor old Einsands.
You're not gonna stop it. A chain shot? What power? Drat! Well, I'll just stop it anyway. Let's go! Blams!
No, definitely not. Still love that fail animation, so a goal for Nord. Unique goal celebration audio from Bailong. Remember that one in the post game.
Ugh. Hey Terry, you okay? What a shot! I've never seen anything like this before. These guys are on another level. I really wonder if Rick and the others coped against this level of challenge. That's what makes us different, you know,
says one white-haired character to the other. Pick the most similar duo to say this. Ricardo?
That shot chain proved how serious they were when they said that they'll crush us.
Then it's a challenge we'll accept. Let's do our best in bringing out everyone's hidden abilities.
But I don't think it'll be easy, though.
Why did you set this match up?
The team must be aware of something before the finals start. The fact they don't have Bailong on their team, it's a bit of a problem.
Guys, the game's not over yet. Let's press on.
Too late.
Let's go! Yar! Not today, my son! It's a Davy Jones moment! Ugh. Ha! With a block like that, you'll never stop me! This isn't over yet, just you wait! Ugh. My bad, Mr. Boxer! Please, go ahead! Frank?
What is up with Frank? Yes, he is one of our story required players, and also Davy Jones has flying fish as a long shot, so he's just going to unleash that straight away. We're officially in free play now, but with 213 power on the flying fish, we might be in trouble with that one. Terry! He takes another tumble.
Sakawada.
I don't know what he was saying, but it's a Bailong quote, so I appreciate. We're only 3 minutes and 30 seconds into this match, but we are now in free play, and look at the speed on Bailong! He caught up to me immediately. Thankfully, his block stats suck, so a Zigzag is going to keep Arian in contention. But yes, Jimmy Kirk is going to catch us now. These guys are giving us the hands and feet already. We're 2 goals down. Thankfully, Easy Breezy's going to work. You know, maybe we do need to use fighting spirits after all. Let's pass up to Victor so that he can at least go for a shot. Because again, we're faced with Quentin Cinquedea. Apparently I wasn't at close range, so I'm going to have to go for a bicycle blade long shot.
The way you humiliated me in the Saints Way finals will be shown here. Now show me your shot.
Alright, so I'm not sure how strong this is going to be from where I shot it from, but 155, so it's weaker than the flying fish. He's going to catch it barehanded with 194 power at that. Wow! Why did we pick Terry again? Falco's not standing a chance either. What's up with those guys? We're the representatives of Japan. Let us win. I don't think that's how it works, mate. Well, Frank, he seems to be having troubles of his own in the story already. Fancy footwork's gonna fail as a direct result.
Ugh!
Frank, what are you hesitating over?
Say the same for you with that bicycle blade. We needed a bit better than that. Dodge? Ricardo can't catch him! Well, at least Blamdunk leveled up. Well, that's taught me something that I think I knew, but I forgot. Plasma Ball is taken from Protocol Omega, and that's going to be strong enough to score as well, I think. So apparently when a move fails, that still adds to it leveling up. We failed Blamdunk twice. We failed Blamdunk twice in a row, and it still managed to level up off the back of that. So we're losing by 3 goals now. This has only really continued to get worse. Like we were saying, if they were going to try and take our place on the team, then maybe it would be time to say goodbye to our team at this point. Let's go for a closer range shot though. Go on, Victor. You've got 49 TP. Let's hit them with the Doom Dive Drive. Let's get ourselves on the board here. It's being Muay Tigers all over again. 180. That's the best we've put out so far. I think the move is slightly stronger than Bicycle Blade. But he's just still catching it in the palm of his hands. Yes, perhaps at this point it's becoming slightly clear that maybe you're not supposed to be scoring here. But that's not be saying that you can't. If I actually had a Doom Dive Drive left over there, that Zephyr shot into Doom Dive Drive probably would have been enough to break through what Quentin Cinquedea actually had to offer. Victor being out of TP is going to make that an impossibility, but this is not actually rigged for you to lose. The players that we're playing against have significantly higher stats than us, and I can say for sure that you're not obligated to be winning here. So just use it as your chance to level up Blamdunk as much as you want. Yes, this match is not actually a guaranteed win or loss. If you're over-leveled enough, you can win this. And it made for a very confusing first playthrough when I played this for the first time. Summoner. I actually, because I'd been doing both of the competition routes to their absolute completion, Falco's our fastest player, so I'm just going to try and see how far he can get. Probably not very far. Thanks, Dodge. Yeah, when I did this match, I was like in the level 40s or 50s because I was doing every match that stood in my way. And so I was able to quite comfortably win this match by a high goal margin. But I noticed that the game was just kind of acting as though I was losing anyway. And it was just a bit odd. So here, now that we're going in at the levels we're supposed to be, yes, perhaps this defeat is going to be a bit more realistic. But this is just it for the first half. We'll see what we can do in the second.
Summoner, again.
But 5 goals is looking pretty tricky to overcome. Let's at least contribute something in the last 15 seconds. Remember that Buddy has a long shot and he will heal that back off at like half-time anyway. Let's go for a driving header. See if it can do anything. 74 power. Yes, that will be the one that goes in. If they've got Harry Houdini in defence, they're not going to be doing much shot blocking. Why did they put Harry Houdini in defence? That's so strange. Well, we're getting mollywopped here. They're level 24.
Man, I can't believe how tired I am right now.
That's weird. I know we can do more than that.
The more we try to keep up with them, the more stamina we lose in the process.
This doesn't feel like we're crushing them. It's more like they're pushing themselves to self-destruction. The members of this team are a joke. Only the Ryman 3 are a true match for us. The more you rush it, the more energy you consume. That's what's draining their stamina.
Just using our special moves is not enough. We need to get a grip on the pitch. No matter how good they are, not even the perfect football player could make a comeback in this amount of time.
Yeah, but don't you think you can win just by being skilled and cool?
They still understand football only superficially. Your play was really weak out there.
That's not true.
Wait. You've been like that since the time that you and Dodge came into contact. Is your leg okay?
Just a twisted ankle. I'm fine.
What are you afraid of?
What?
You think it's all over when you get injured? I understand your fears, but if you play like that, you'll soon have football taken away from you. Football is not as nice and gentle as you might think. When you feel intimidated and run away, football will eat you up like prey.
What do you mean?
That is up to you to figure out.
Yeah, now that he's one of the 3 best players on the team, he's doing all that vague Coach Travis stuff. Is that alright? To say such a thing? Yeah, I'm starting to understand the meaning behind this match. Yeah. It's to get them a nice 10-0 lead, isn't it, right? We do go back into free time. So again, that conversation would be very strange if you were, in fact, winning this match, which you can do, but you're only likely to do it if you're significantly over-leveled to the point of making the rest of the story matches a lot less enjoyable. Well, you know what? Let's try. Okay, the overshadowed Cronus is going to do something after all with Ballistic Barrage. Immediately after I say, let's try, I'm going to do something. What happens is they take a shot on me and probably score. Go on, Terry. Blams! There we go. By the skin of his teeth, he's managed to pull that one off. Keenan, you've got a dribbling move. It's only Boomerang Bluff. And it's not even good enough to get past dodge. But, I'm going to try, I said. We can do more than that. Why aren't we playing like usual? I think pretty much everyone on the team has an individual failure message. So I guess my objective for the second half is to get everyone into situations where they can have the ball taken from them. Go on, Blams! By a virtue of 1 point! We have pulled it off this time. Fine, Trina, what are you going to say when Davy Jones inevitably stops the double touch?
I'm scared.
I think that's about what I expected. It's straight for the long shot. They love to spam these things. We're going to get Blamdunk up to version 4 at this rate. This all started from when I said, I'm going to try now. It's like what I was doing, I was pressing the special tactic button, and it immediately led to them taking Ballista Barrage. Kakura Chigaina. I don't know. In the post game, you can change your captain, and then it will change the voice acting with it, if indeed that character has unique voice clips. So this is why I'm paying particular attention to Bailongs here. But fine, Bermuda Triangulator is not actually that good. Let's just go for a Virtuoso. Oh, they've got 0 space, so that's gonna win too. I might be able to do something at some point. That'd be funny. Go on, Ricardo, Einsatz. Bailong is actually the only player on the opposing team that we've been able to defeat so far. That is starting to say quite a bit. But fine, let's... Oh, he doesn't have enough for a bicycle blade. But fuck! Ah! That was almost time. Almost time for a parkour power. Well, Frank, maybe if you'd stop being so intimidated, you could go for a fancy footwork. No, it's failed. Can we afford a box lock? Yeah, because we never did a special tactic in the first place. Fine, this is me trying my absolute best now with a level 16 team. Can we do anything? And I tried to pass to Buddy Fury, and instead I just moved him. But Boomerang Bluffs worked! We're in this! Let's make the Ryman come back! Because that's what Ryman does. It was offside. Fine! Zippy! You can do this! Or you can just have a unique failure conversation. Nope, he can't even get that much. Well, that's just a bit of a shame, but you know what? Resistance National.
That can't be true. We made it to the finals. Are we really going to lose?
I just like the idea of this team. Inazuma is quite self-aware that it's got a lot of forwards and a lot less players in other positions. So why don't we just have the forwards all-stars with just Cinquedea and 2 other normal defenders to back them up. Go on, Hoopsie Daisy, can you do it? Probably not. But yeah, just put them all on, give Bailong a bit of a story role, something that's unique to him without involving Tezcat as well, which is nice. You know, obviously he had all of Chrono Stones to enjoy if you were playing Thunderflash, but if you played Wildfire, then he wasn't in it. But Bailong will be here no matter what, while Soul Daystar will be doing the square root of nothing. His role is kind of done at this point, sorry to say. CP! I'm trying to get you into an interaction so that you can say your one throwaway line for failing, and you still can't even do that. I think we've got our worst player on the team. He's at least got defense equation at this point. But Future Eye, that'll beat Cronus, right? Of course it won't.
Impossible. Is this really all we can do?
Certainly all you can put forward, mate. 5 minutes remain, and I think the best we can hope to do is maybe go for a driving header on Buddy. Would have been, I suppose, nice to get one goal, but we're clearly against superior opposition. Just to basically remind us, why is this Inazuma National? We've got 3 high-quality players, and then the rest are just whoever they could find on the streets, by the sounds of it. Why don't we just take some of these guys? We've got a critical. It's still not going to be enough. Cinquedea didn't even do a special move the whole time, and we still didn't get past him. Caleb Stonewall, do you just want to submit these guys for the Uzbekistan match that might be against the UAE? When are we getting an Eswatini team in FFI Vision 3? Let's have Rwanda, let's have Sao Tome and the Principe. We will not rest until every country has been represented, we say to Akihiro Hino, who gave us about 3 to 4 different Italian teams. At least we only let them score once in the second half. We do actually level up quite a lot. The only time you'll ever get experience from a defeat. So, it was worth doing. We got some ramen for it. Thanks.
Now this is football.
Football is a real living thing, and when you turn your eyes away from it, it will become a merciless monster. If you don't want that monster to prey on you, you're gonna have to face it and see it for what it is.
All of it.
Should I be thanking you?
The reason behind us wanting to crush you all is Coach Black.
What?
It seems the order was fulfilled. You were a worthy opponent. The rest is up to you.
This game is over for you, Inazuma National. You're in a sorry state. You can't take football for granted. With challenges increasing along the way, simply fighting will not do.
Losing is losing. The only difference is, we know how to learn from our defeat. I really hope so.
I have to tell them that. What really went wrong, and what parts were just never meant to be.
The true horrors of football.
It's horrific indeed.
This game is necessary to keep them winning all the games that are to come in the future. Football is meant for those able to commit to its challenges and have the power to handle its terrors. The closer you become to it, the more you lose something precious to you.
Like, for example, Frank, who lost his career in boxing due to his injury. Does that mean, when he comes to terms with the horrors of football, he might get over it? What is it that they're looking for?
You'll see. They'll all be like you when they find out for themselves.